Hi there, welcome back to a new chatty video.
Yeah, hi there.
Feels good to be back doing this, doesn't it?
It does actually, yeah. It feels almost like we're on to the, well, next adventure.
Yeah, I guess that is actually. Maybe we should start doing some more videos, some planning and all that kind of thing. Let us know if you like that idea. So we have, just in case you don't use Instagram and you haven't been following us, we've been talking about it quite a bit. We are building up to a very big trip, the biggest trip we've ever done.
Yep.
Next spring, so we just know, and we knew this would happen.
It's going to creep up on us.
Yeah, get Christmas out of the way, and then it'd be like, oh my gosh, it's almost here.
Yeah.
So we're really trying to get the planning underway, and that's why we are here today to ask for some help.
Yeah. Now we're not going to actually talk about the whole trip itself. Maybe we'll share that in another video. But this is for the last part of the trip. We're doing a road trip, and this is the last part of the trip. We are ending in in Orlando, should we say, but we're going to be finishing off in Walt Disney World. And so we basically are having this chatty video here. We love doing our chatty videos as well, and it's basically asking for help. We've obviously been numerous times, stayed at various different places, on-site and off-site. We just would like some help in kind of trying to decide or have some ideas, input, pros and cons of places to stay both off-site and on-site. So I think is that fair enough?
Yeah, well, we've currently got two bookings, both of which can be cancelled. They're both completely flexible. We just wanted something booked, didn't we?
We wanted something in there. Now the off-site one, at the moment we are kind of in the Disney Spring.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, we've got two bookings. So we've got one off-site.
Yes.
And one
yeah,
on-site.
Yeah.
And the other factor here, we're going to be travelling for over 4 weeks. So we don't really want to be here, there and everywhere.
Yeah, we're ending Orlando probably, is it around about 2 weeks?
Into our trip, yeah.
No, the end, Orlando is the last 2 weeks of the trip, isn't it? So
yeah, and before that we're in like 12 different places.
Yeah, I think at the moment we've got 12 different hotels, accommodations booked. So these last 2 weeks, although we're kind of used to going from place to place, if you followed us before, especially if you know we're DVC members, Disney Vacation Club members, so quite often it's what's available. So we might have 2 nights here, 1 night here, 3 nights there. We want to kind of avoid that because I think at the end of the trip we just want to kind of, I would say slow down. We're going to Disney, that's so we won't be slowing down. But what we don't really want to be packing up the case and living out of a case every single day. So hence why if we could kind of get maybe a week of each or 5 days and sort of like 9 days or something.
That would be ideal.
That would be great. So
should we talk then about the off-site first? So,
yeah, let's talk about off-site.
Right, the reason as well that we're not just staying after what we've just said, one, we don't want to use all our DVC points.
Yeah.
Just in case for those that aren't aware, DVC is like Disney's version of Vacation Club. Timeshare. Sorry, and you purchase a certain amount of points and you have those points to use every year. Now, we don't want to borrow next year's, so we just want to use this year's, but if we can, we would like to do another trip later in the year to go to Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, so we'll come to the on-site bit in a moment, but so
that's why
we're not doing the whole time purely all on-site.
Yeah, so then in order to stretch our points, we want to do a few nights off-site first. Yes. So that's why we've come to this kind of situation.
Yeah, and at the moment we've got somewhere booked near Disney Springs. It's where we stayed before.
And we really liked it there.
It's actually the Wyndham. Now we know there are some other hotels in the Disney Springs area
that we haven't stayed
at, but we know that some people have commented, people we've chatted to, and have actually loved it or loved them. But we're open really, so
we do have Wyndham's booked for a really good price, and I think that's the other deal breaker here. Money does come into it. It's not just like an open budget, and we've got Wyndham's for a really good price. I'm sure lots of you are aware that we are part of a travel business, and so we get really good rates, and Wyndham's is one of them that's really good. We've actually booked them for California as well.
We have, yes.
We saved between the two, we saved nearly £1,000. That's crazy, isn't it?
And that's probably only about 8 nights, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, so we're really happy with that. So, but the budget side does come into it. Because I know lots of people have mentioned like the Drury Hotel, which looks amazing. And I think this kind of like this decision, what we keep talking about with the both hotels, Offsite and Onsite, we're kind of like going through pros and cons.
Yep.
So we loved Wyndham's last time.
There was a Joffrey's.
There was a Joffrey's.
That was a big plus.
Price really comes into it, and we get that at a really good price. Location's good. We do have to pay to park the car there.
Yep, we do.
Resort fees are included in what we're paying.
Yes.
The Drury Hotel, however, from what I've heard speaking to people, it looks another level. It looks, I don't know, quality looks quite similar, but you'd get like breakfast included. You also get like your evening meals, your drinks, alcohol as well in the evenings.
I also heard as well the fact that the buses, although the Wyndhams did offer buses, it was like the once an hour, but we heard from others that have stayed at the Drury that service seemed to be, is it put on by themselves?
Yes, so they don't share.
So
the only thing is what somebody actually said to me, if you're going to one park, let me know if this is true. If you're going to one park, you may have to stop at another park on the way. Whereas
So they go round a route then,
Yes.
basically. Okay.
So the buses that we used at Wyndham's, we actually picked up from a couple of hotels, but they were like next door. It wasn't like we were driving around.
And then onto the park we were going to.
So it was quick.
Yeah.
But that's no different to being somewhere like Old Key West or Saratoga and doing the stops as well. Or even when we stay at a lot of the deluxe, we share with other hotels.
Yeah.
So like if you think when we're at Wilderness, we go to the Contemporary first.
So, I mean, Lisa mentioned, you probably picked up there, she said about parking. I don't think we really mentioned that we will be having a car. I mean, I know we're doing a road trip, but just in case anyone thought we were returning the car when we got to Orlando, no, we will have a car. So our reason for staying near Disney Springs isn't because we don't have a car. We will do.
Point.
So just thought we'd mention that. So if there is anywhere else that we do need to drive, that is an option. I think having stayed there though, if you follow us along with us, location is always kind of key with whatever the trip we're doing, and that can kind of change depending on sort of what we're doing.
That's true.
So for this situation, it is quite nice being right by Disney Springs because we can literally within 5-10 minutes be in Disney Springs.
I wonder if they've got laundry facilities.
I don't know.
We're on a very big trip. That could be quite handy.
So that's another
it's weighing up all these things.
That's another thing. I know some people have stayed in some. I'm not saying they're villas, but I know some of the
like suites.
The suites, not embassies. Well, I know embassy suites are ones, but there's the other ones. There's the
Lake Buena Vista.
Buena Vista have them as well because friends have stayed in those. It is almost like your own little apartment.
That's so good. I never thought about that.
Does anyone suggest that type of thing? Because it could be for those few days. It might well be quite useful for us to a bit of a reset, get some washing done,
bit of a slower,
all these practical things when you're on a longer trip. So
yeah, that's a really good point actually. My other question for those of you that have stayed at Drury, I haven't checked the price, so I don't know what price. By the way, if anyone's interested, leave me a little note below if you're interested in the business, the travel business, and I'll message you when we talk about it. I haven't checked to see what the price is, but I'm just interested, knowing how we are when we're in Disney, do people actually get the time to stop for breakfast, and do you actually utilise the food and alcohol in the evenings when you're staying at the Drury Hotel? Because I can't see that we would.
See, this also relates me a little bit. If you followed our last trip, we did the dining plan, and we paid for the dining plan to see, is it worth it?
There's a video, by the way, I'll leave the link below.
Yeah, and basically the reason I'm kind of saying this is because it kind of relates loosely, because I felt when we're on the dining plan, we felt that we had to do certain things, had to make sure we kind of maybe ate at a particular place to kind of feel like we were sort of getting our money's worth and not just getting chicken tenders and chips all the time. But with this, would we feel like we have to get back to the hotel because we know we've got drinks included, for example?
But would we feel that we're paying a bit more, so we should? What time does breakfast start? Does anybody know that? That's an interesting one. Because obviously if you're wanting to get out early, because for anyone that isn't aware, some of these hotels, and those two included, you get early access into the park. So even though you're not at Disney, you do get early access. By the way, I've also got a video for Wyndham's, haven't we? So I'll leave that link down below as well, just in case you want to check out the hotel.
Yeah, and you make a good point about that, having the early access. That actually, because what do they call them? They're not partner hotels. They're
Neighbourhood or something.
neighbourhood. Is that right? But yeah, so you do get the early access to the parks, which is a big plus.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's a benefit as well. We've stayed at other locations, haven't we? But they've been a bit more of a drive.
Yeah, and like we've stayed at the Rose and Inn, for example. There's obviously no fees there, cheap and cheerful.
Yep.
Where else have we stayed at?
We have stayed at the Grove.
Oh yeah, we stayed at the Grove. I forgot about that.
Yep. But again, how long would you say that would generally take to get to, say, Magic Kingdom if you're driving from the Grove?
Only about 20 minutes, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? So, I think these days, people that have probably been to Orlando for some years, is we used to stay kind of near the top of the 192,
By
didn't
the
we?
27, yeah.
And that was generally, maybe half an hour?
To Magic Kingdom.
To Magic Kingdom, obviously, which was probably the longest. Animal Kingdom was probably the shortest, I think.
About 15, yeah.
So that was great, and where we stayed, we loved it. But now, I think I would want to kind of avoid the 192.
Definitely.
Because it seems whatever time of day you go on there, it's got so much busier.
But then you've got the other end. So I've looked at hotels, for example, like the Melia Hotel.
Okay.
We get really good rates with them.
Right.
And it's in Celebration. It's in a really good point. So there's other...
See, that also could mean, if we're staying in Celebration, we love Celebration.
We do love
but it's
Celebration.
almost, we generally go there like maybe once a trip, possibly twice. Whereas when we say about location is key, if we were staying near there, would we then, for those first few days, not saying we go to Celebration every day,
we relax a little
but would
bit.
we actually take a bit of a slower pace, bit of a reset after having quite a busy trip?
My friend Sarissa, she's just come back from Orlando. On their last day, they actually go to Celebration.
Do they?
Isn't that nice?
Oh.
And just chill out there, grab a drink, have some breakfast or whatever.
What are your last day? Should we say, what do you do on your last day?
That's another video, I think.
It is another video, yeah. Send us some comments on what you do and maybe we'll have a chat about that, because I think it also depends on when your flight is.
Well, our last day is we're not going to talk about it now. It's going to be different to any other last day we've ever done.
Yes, yeah, this will be different.
Yeah,
so
we'll talk about that another time. Yeah. Anyway, so yes.
Got some nice plans, haven't we?
And we don't know if we're doing Universal or not. I think that's up in the air. But we just want to sort of narrow down these hotels. So we're open, aren't we?
Yeah, anywhere off-site. Doesn't kind of matter where it is, what it is. I say money does have to come into it. So any suggestions are really, really welcome. Anywhere you've stayed, anywhere you know that someone else has stayed and loved it, please, yeah, leave in the comments below or find us.
We like a nice pool and hot tub, don't we?
Yeah.
That comes into it as well.
Yeah, we want a little bit of kind of, should we say, luxury. Most places do come with a sort of pool and a hot tub, don't they? So, but yeah, leave a comment below or even just find us on Instagram, Aidan Lisa or Aidan Lisa Adventures. And just
You're
leave us a comment.
I'm Aidan Lisa Adventures. Yes, that would be really helpful. Now, shall we start talking about Disney? This is like the big one for us, which we just can't decide. So we've currently got our home resort booked, haven't we? Yeah,
so we can book a home resort at 11 months, which we did literally, I think, almost on the day of that. So we have not say a whole time, but the whole time that we want at Disney is booked. So we have that, and it is an amazing resort. We love it. We're so pleased it is our home resort, and we're more than happy with that. We stayed there on our last trip.
Did you want to say where it is?
Oh, I thought I did say.
No.
Oh no, it's Copper. I thought you did, or I did.
I don't know.
Did we not? Copper Creek. So Wilderness Lodge. The Copper Creek is the DVC part of Wilderness Lodge, which
is attached to like the lobby.
Yes.
So it's nice and close, and this is the kind of thing we're talking about. It's weighing up all the pros and cons. So Wilderness Lodge has some amazing pros, not many cons. Would you agree?
Yeah, exactly. We love the actual resort itself. Yep. It is so relaxing.
Let us know if you've stayed.
We love the pool. Should we say pools? Both the pools.
We like the smaller DVC pool. It's beautiful. It's quite big actually for a DVC pool. Yeah. And it's quiet and it's just perfect. It really is.
Another great thing is as well, and we notice this in some of the pools, is that there's not always necessarily, should we say, cover. especially when it's like a really
That's
hot day in the
true.
sun.
Yeah.
And
Shade.
So shade. Yeah.
I thought you meant like a pool cover that you
No.
put in. I was going to say, I've never seen one of those.
So it's quite nice because there's sort of a few trees around. So of course, if you want sun and you want to just top up that tan, you can. But also there are places, if it's obviously you want to just try and keep cool. Again, whereas I know some resorts, there you do struggle with that, don't you? In some places they're really kind of quite open.
The other thing as well I love about that pool, both pools actually, you can always grab a spot, and you don't feel like you're sat on top of other people.
That's
Whereas
true.
you think, like, we've been to Boardwalk, we've been to Beach Club, some of the hotels. We're like Boardwalk, we've given up trying to find somewhere to sit or like a bed. We've ended up going to the DVC pool because there wasn't anywhere else. And you literally feel like you're all lined up together, which I hate. I don't like being in a swimming cosy at the best of times. I don't want to be sat next to someone.
Yeah, there are some resorts where the DVC has kind of been added on. Beach Club is one of them, isn't it? Where it is almost the beach club villas are kind of separate. You have to walk to get to them,
and it's a tiny pool, isn't
which
it?
is fine. But then you are using the pool. I love the pool at Beach Club. The pool at Beach Club is amazing. We do love that. Obviously, the one that's shared with the yacht club. But like you said, the same with...
It's always busy though.
Same with Boardwalk as well. Their main pool's not that big either, is it?
No,
you like it that the clown isn't there anymore, don't you?
Yeah, that's good.
But no, Copper Creek Wilderness Lodge is great. Some other pluses are you've got obviously the Roaring Fork
Quick serve, which is really easy to access from everywhere.
You've got Geyser Point, which used to be a quick serve, but now it is. Is it just purely table service?
But it's a really nice bar.
But it's a really nice bar as well, so you can go there to have a drink as well. We did actually get a reservation. It was almost a walk up, but we just had to wait sort of half an hour for a table. So, and whilst you're staying there, that's fine because you just kind of say, look, when's the next table? And so that was brilliant. You've also got you've got a couple of restaurants in there as well, haven't you?
You've got the Storybook, which we love.
Storybook, and also the
Whispering Canyon.
Whispering Canyon. Yeah, and the bar that's by the side of the Storybook. So there's lots there, and also like to get from Wilderness Lodge to say Magic Kingdom, it's a short boat ride on the Friendship boat, and that takes you obviously Magic Kingdom. It also will go over to Fort Wilderness as well.
We love their quick serve.
And we love going over to there. So, for example, the transport, although it's not on the monorail, the boats are really quite easy and pretty quick as well.
And you can also get the boat just to the Contemporary, which is quite nice as well.
Yeah, and obviously you've got buses as well. And another big plus that we find with Wilderness is the fact of, I'm not saying never say never, but it's generally not manically busy.
It doesn't feel like that. It feels completely different to going somewhere like the Poly.
Or the Beach Club.
But the other thing that we really love is it feels small. It doesn't feel like when you go somewhere like Beach Club or any of those hotels around there, you feel like you're parking really far away. It can feel forever to get to your room. That's true. But everything feels quite small in Wilderness. So even going to the bus, no matter where you are, the bus stop's close. The quick serve's close. Refillable mugs are easy, and everything's undercover. So even like going to the bus stop, it's all undercover, isn't it, from your room? So if it's pouring with rain.
So it sounds like we've already decided which one we want to stay at. But we want to talk about a few other options, because going back to what Lisa said, later next year we'd hopefully try and do another trip. So if we can use some of our points of that would be great. So we're also looking, and we've stayed here before as well, is Old Key West. We love Old Key West. Different type of resort. It's very, very more, should we say, chilled.
It's near Saratoga Springs.
Saratoga Springs, yeah.
And the points, this is the big pro here, the points are much less. It would give us a lot more points to enable a decent trip.
More points left over, you mean?
Yeah.
So we would use less points. Sorry if this is all... This isn't a DVC video, but basically there are reasons when you're members as to your possible choice of where you'd like to stay. And always remember when we signed up, someone said, if you're clever with your points, it can really make a difference to your trips. And it does, I mean...
Old Key West, Saratoga Springs and Kidani at Animal Kingdom are much, much less points. So if we were to stay at those, they've all currently got... Availability. So that's basically what we're trying to decide now. So Old Key West... Pros, we love the resort. Nice, cheerful. The rooms are really big.
They are. The only thing we would want to do though is We've never stayed at the some resorts have like a preferred area, and generally it might be that's closest to the lobby. There's nothing different about the actual physical rooms, it's just they might be close to the lobby or might be close to something else. If we could get preferred, we would like to.
It's not available.
It's not available. It is Beach Club. Is it any more points, or is it the
Beach
same?
Club.
No, sorry.
They're the same points. But we've never stayed or even ventured further away from the lobby. So
it is a big, big resort. So I think the reason we're saying this, we stayed at Saratoga and we were in one of the preferred locations. Now, Saratoga preferred is by the lobby area.
Yeah.
And it's also with the block that is closest to Disney Springs.
Yeah.
So that was perfect. It was perfect for wandering to Disney Springs in the evening, but there was no refillable drink station near us. So, and that may sound like a little bit silly,
but it really makes a big deal
but if you've got to walk to the lobby, and that sounds really kind of like...
We enjoy it though, don't we?
But it's the fact of having your refillable mug that if you've come back from a long day and you feel you've got to go back to there, whereas other places, it's like Copper Creek or Wilderness, there's a couple of places by the pool or in the quick serve. And like with most resorts, it's just so easy and so quick.
Well, this is what we were wondering with Old Key West. So again, we're asking for help. If you've stayed at Old Key West and you've been in one of the blocks further out, have there been other drink stations to refill, please? We know that there's a few little pools. And do you feel like that you're just out on your own? Does it feel really far from anywhere? And is the bus service pretty good? Because when we've stayed by the lobby, the bus service has been amazing.
It's been really good. Yeah, for the size of resort, it's a massive resort.
And there's never been big bus queues. It's been easy to get on as well.
Yep.
So I'm just curious as to what it's like in other parts.
Yeah, no, the only other thing we found with Old Key West is because there's quite a few trees around this in the kind of green area.
Yeah.
It is actually, you can get some rooms. One room we had that was quite dark because it was
very
almost
dark.
like felt like it was in the edge of a
Forest.
Forest or something. And it does make a difference, especially if you're in there for a little while. That although you don't spend too much time there,
It really affected us though, didn't it?
it makes a difference if your room is pretty much
In
dark
darkness.
all the time. So
Yeah. And
go on, sorry.
I was going to say the other thing is in Old Key West you've got 2 beds as well, which I know is normal in hotel rooms. We're so used now with the DVC rooms to have a bed and a sofa.
Yeah.
And we quite like that. We use the sofa quite a bit, don't we? Like it's a little sitting room.
Yeah.
So if we're there for like an extended period of time, I think, because last time we stayed in a studio, we were only there for 3 nights, I think. And I did miss the sofa even in that time.
Yeah, it's little things like that are just sort of quite nice. So Old Key West is an option.
Saratoga Springs.
Saratoga Springs. I do like Saratoga Springs.
Points are better than Wilderness Lodge.
I do find Saratoga Springs. How do you feel about Saratoga Springs when you think of it? Does it draw you?
I loved the room. The room was stunning.
It was amazing.
Really, I loved being able to walk to Disney Springs. But then if we're staying
At Disney Springs Offsite,
then we're going to be doing that anyway. So that was another reason for staying somewhere else, to enjoy the location elsewhere.
Yeah.
So it seems a little bit silly to stay at the same location.
And Old Key West, just going back to Old Key West, in regard to transport, we know we can get to all the parks.
It's bang in the middle of everything, isn't it?
But also if we want to drive, we know that it's not too bad to drive either. So
it's near us, sort of like between Epcot and Disney
exactly.
Springs.
Now, if we then talk about, say, Kidani.
Can we go to...
sorry.
Sorry,
We're not done with Saratoga.
Not quite yet. I was going to say, we didn't use the refillable mug station.
No.
Not once when we were there, because it just felt too much of a faff to go to the lobby. And there wasn't one at the pool.
No.
There was a little pool by where we were staying.
Yep.
But there wasn't a refillable station. We gave up trying to use the laundry facilities because we could not get them to work there. And...
That's probably us, though.
Quick serve was terrible there, really, really small, not much choice, because you're near to Disney Springs, but you don't always want to go to, and to be honest, if you want a quick chicken and chips, where do you go in Disney Springs? You don't want to have to start walking around.
And also, although you're by Disney Springs, it's still not close.
No, exactly.
I actually have to say something about this. When we've stayed before, we had one night at All Star Movies, which we absolutely loved. Have to say, and not just having stayed there, we've obviously visited quite a lot of resorts. We love just resort hopping, just going to explore and things like that. I have to say, a lot of the value and moderate resorts are much better catered for than the deluxe resorts.
And in case you're wondering why we're not looking at any of those, because we can only use our DVC points in the deluxe hotels, that's why.
But it is a bit of a downside of some of the deluxe.
I agree with you.
I think Beach Club's another one, isn't it? It's not actually...
Beach Club isn't too bad. It's Boardwalk.
Boardwalk as well, yeah. And now especially that they're... I don't know, it's just a few things. There doesn't seem to be much choice, should we say.
I agree. But that's our feeling with Saratoga. Love the room. Like the location, but we should probably already be staying near there. Not so fussed with the pool area. The pool was being redone when we were there last time. But yeah, then we've also got... Kidani, that's our other option. We've never stayed there before.
Nope.
Everyone, whenever you do a poll on Disney or anything, everyone always says Animal Kingdom to go and stay there. I don't get the big hype.
No.
Are we missing something? Should it be something that we need to go and do?
It's maybe an unpopular opinion. I think unpopular opinion for us.
We've stayed one night in Animal Kingdom. What was that, 2014?
Yeah.
So I would say we haven't really stayed, and that was for a wedding, so we were really busy. So we didn't. It was a
room just to stay in rather than actually enjoying the room, should we say?
Yeah.
So it was there for a
purpose.
Yes, exactly.
So I don't feel like we have actually stayed. We have stayed there, but I don't feel like we have. We haven't had chance to enjoy the facilities.
Now with Kidani, I do love the resort.
It's really pretty. We went to Sanaa last time, actually, didn't we? The restaurant.
Always love exploring all around that area. There's one thing I would say: you do feel like you are a little bit cut off,
which can be a pro and a con.
Yep, I think it's the case of we've obviously never really we've used the bus to get there before, haven't we?
From Animal Kingdom.
From Animal Kingdom. So we've used the bus before, but driving wise, it's a little bit. Is it a bit further out to some of the parks?
Well, it's only sort of by Animal Kingdom.
Kind of similar, isn't it? Yeah.
There's no quick serve, I've learnt recently.
Right. Yep.
You would have to use Animal Kingdom. We do like a little quick serve when we're staying on site, don't we? The refillable mug station is in this shop.
In the shop, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a very small resort. The other thing that really bothers us, because we did have a booking there once and we cancelled it, didn't we? You have to go to the pool, you have to walk out the front of the lobby and almost like, you know, where you've got the circle where people can pull up to offload their luggage.
To go to the
and
pool
then it's
that
like
way.
In front of the hotel. Which seems really strange, but I've heard it's really quiet. Again, let us know your thoughts, because Kidani could save us a lot of points.
Yep. And we haven't stayed there before, and also we do love staying at different places.
I just couldn't imagine staying for quite a few days there.
I know exactly what you mean.
Do we then do what we don't want to do? Do we have a few days at the Offsite hotel near Disney Springs?
And then stay at two places.
Stay then a few nights in Wilderness Lodge and then a few nights in Kidani to try it out.
Possibly.
There's no hope then for Universal for squeezing that in, is there?
No, there isn't. No, that'll be it then. I think also. What was I going to say? I was going to say about something else. Oh yeah, I mean there are other choices as well, but there's just some that aren't available. We would love to go back to Riviera.
That would be our number one choice.
Riviera would be our number one choice. If we could get that, that would be great. There's a few days available, but there's not really much. They're scattered, so we can't actually book. But it is it's not too dissimilar to Copper Creek.
That's true.
So
that would be our number one choice.
That would be great. Again, location of there being right by the skyline, and we love the quick serve there. We love the Bar Riva there for food and drink is great.
Should we go and check availability?
We're going to check availability at Riviera now. But no, and also wandering over to Caribbean.
I love that resort so much.
It's just the whole where you are. And I feel there's some resorts there's a real kind of openness to them. I think Riviera is one of them. I think Wilderness Lodge, Copper Creek, although it's kind of on its own, you feel you've got that freedom of having the boats. Now, there's a couple we haven't spoken about, and it's ones we haven't stayed at, and this may well be unpopular opinions because, again, they always come up when people say, and that's the Grand Floridian, and that's the Poly.
Yeah.
They are two resorts we've never ever been drawn to really want to stay. We've almost booked at Grand Floridian before, and I think we'd love to stay there.
We were very tempted before, weren't we?
But maybe 1 or 2 nights. But there's nothing that really draws us to stay there. But why is that though?
I don't know. No, before we were DVC, that was my dream to stay
The Grand
at the Grand
Floridian.
Floridian. I've never been drawn to the Poly.
Yeah.
I love visiting. It's too busy, and I know we've spoken about that.
If people that absolutely love the Poly, I get it.
We love the Poly.
We love going there, but we're just not. It doesn't seem to be one we ever go to think of.
Do they have a smaller pool as well?
I don't know.
Because we only ever see the busy area. If you're staying, then you think, because we always go to the main area. That's where everyone is, but the rooms are actually off.
I just have thought.
What?
There's obviously the Poly Tower now as well.
Yeah. Oh, there's a smaller pool there, isn't there?
So,
although I remember the kids' pool.
But we've never ever been drawn to thinking we really want to get booked to stay there. That's both for the Poly and the Grand Floridian.
Grand Floridian, I don't like the music. It just makes me feel really dark. I really struggle with the music in the quick serve there. The quick serve needs a major update. It's so dark. You've got the new pool, the new bar going into the lobby.
Quick serve's dark in Grand Floridian.
Yeah, don't you find it? It just needs an update. It feels you go to.
It's very cold.
It's very cold. The quick serve in the Riviera, and it's perfect.
Oh,
it feels like
serve.
a restaurant. I feel like the Grand Floridian should be like that.
It should be
airy. Little tea lights on the table.
Yeah.
I just don't enjoy it. I used to like it. Gasparillas we're talking about, and I like sitting outside.
Yeah.
But I don't, and it's that music. It feels like, the horrible music I hate from scary movies.
Tiny Tim.
Is that what it's called? That's what it makes me feel like. It really does. I hate it. It just gives me really dark feelings, like I'm in a scary movie.
Oh no, it's we love exploring there, don't we? But we're never drawn.
We always go. Yeah, we love it.
And also, location-wise, if you think about it, for what we've said already, we're almost contradicting ourselves a bit because it's on the monorail, and that kind of, you think about it, you've obviously then got Magic Kingdom, you've got Epcot.
It's a lot more points.
I know it's a lot more points, but putting that to aside, it does tick the boxes for location-wise.
But then we may as well stay at Bay Lake, which we love, and it ticks all of our boxes.
That's the other point. We haven't even spoken about Bay Lake yet, have we?
Bay Lake's off because we stayed there last time.
Yeah, but Bay Lake is always one of our favourites. It's the great one just to be able to...
The location's amazing.
Location is absolutely amazing. We do love it there. Perfect for Magic Kingdom. And I think whenever we stay there, it's normally kind of quite a Magic Kingdom heavy kind of trip, isn't it? Because it is a 10 minute walk. So again, because we stayed there last time, we're, I think, wanting to stay somewhere different.
Yeah. So that's our discussion. It's probably just sounded like a crazy whirlwind.
Yeah, maybe have to watch it again just to understand what we're talking
They're all
about.
our pros and cons, basically.
So really, we've come to you, and the thing is please leave your comments below, or say please message us on Instagram, on either account, and just leave your feedback, your thoughts, what you've done. We just want to gather some of this because it could be some things we haven't thought of. This is what we love about this. We've learnt from others before, many years ago when we were starting our trips. We want to kind of pass that on, but we still want to know other people's experiences.
Our battery is going to
what they've done. So are we going to wrap this up?
Yes, let's do it before the battery goes.
Let's wrap this up. So thank you so much for watching.
We really appreciate it, and we look forward to chatting in the comments with you.
And we also forget this, if you don't subscribe, please subscribe. Should have said that at the start, shouldn't I really?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Bye.